Can I say myself?
You can say so, of course,
I'm the worst at packing. I used to pack so much stuff and use half of it, even less than that sometimes, and I still do it now.
Do you? What sort of things are you packing?
Everything, you know. I try and get, you know, when you take your laptop, you take a tablet, you take this, you take that, and I'm thinking, well, why don't you just take one that can do the lot? But you just want everything. Then back in the day when you used to take your PlayStation with you, and so you end up with a full bag, and you're thinking, oh, you're going for a week? No, you're going for the night.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever packed for an away day?
Just the regular stuff. I never really packed any weird stuff like that, but I'd pack everything. Like every gadget you could ever have, I would pack it. But why?
Only you can answer that. Why?
True.
Yeah.
I've had a few, but I'd probably go with Hadji Diouf. He used to wear some of the worst stuff, mate, you know, and then he'd have his bright red hair or his blue hair or something else with his hair done, and it just didn't
work.
Good. No, it didn't work.
When you said Hadji Diouf, straight away I thought, I'm not surprised at that, because I remember seeing some photos. Didn't he used to go to a lot of sort of fashion parties and launches and red carpet events?
Yeah. And
he wore a lot of bright clothing, didn't he?
Yeah, and had the wrapped Mercedes that was like a mirrored Mercedes.
Right, not for you.
Probably when I was at Wigan with Mike Pollitt, bit of a character. I'm gutted I never saw him and Jimmy Bullard together, because that would have been absolute mayhem. But yeah, he loved all the impressions and all that. He loved the banter, Bolton lad, and just loved being the butt of the jokes. There is a lot of players that would notoriously turn up late. Diouf was one. Emile Diouf was notoriously turning up late, and you're better off with players like that. You're better off just saying, "Hey, just there's for the month. I'm going to come in this many times late." They just don't have an understanding of timing, which was strange for me, because growing up in the youth system, everything was like timing. You've got to be here on time. You've got to be doing this, but they just didn't. Some people just don't grasp it.
What sort of things were you fined for apart from lateness? Any other strange ones in every club you played at?
Leaving kit on the training ground.
Right.
Yeah, leaving kit on the training ground was a big one as well. Nutmegs.
Nutmegs, yeah.
You'd have to pay for if you got nutmeg.
Who was? Which players used to have to chip in after getting nutmegged?
I would say probably Nigel Riakoko got.
Really?
Yeah. But when we were at Villa, it was a lot of players that were targeting him to actually nutmeg him, because he just didn't like it. So I would say that he was probably one that got wound up a lot. So
a nutmeg victim.
Yeah, and then people would target him. He's Neil Lennon.
Neil Lennon?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Every game, you could pass the ball to him there, and it's a 5-yard pass, and he would moan because he was stood there next to him. But I kept the ball. No, he just loved to be on the ball all the time, and he would love to start the play and everything to go through him. That if you didn't give it to him, he'd just complain about everything.
Do you think that's just his personality?
I think it's just his personality. I don't think... I just took it with a pinch of salt. I'd never said anything, and he'd just... at the end of the game, he'd probably come up to you and say, "Well done, sorry, you know, I do moan a little bit, but, you know, that's me." But in management now, he's doing really well. I don't think he's got that trait now in management. He just wants the best out of everyone. Best player I've played with, can I have two though?
Go on.
Scholes and Stevie G. Yeah, two phenomenal players from my era, and two outstanding internationals who players from other countries and other international teams would be afraid of. A driving force within the midfield as well. And a lot of games are won and lost in the midfield. And if you've got someone of the likes of Stevie G's or Scholes' ilk, you're generally going to win that midfield battle. And they were just awesome.
And you can't pick out of those two, Scholes or Gerrard. The Scholes-Gerrard Lampard debate still goes on now, all these years after they retired.
Yeah.
But you can't pick between those two.
I can't pick between them.
Okay.
Sorry.
Before training or game?
Ashley Young picked a lot of the tunes. So yeah, it was good. But a lot of that time as well, people had their own headphones on and they're getting into their own zone as
What are your
well.
thoughts on that with players that just listen to headphones before a game and they're not, they do their own thing, not part of the team?
Well,
do you like that, or do you think
it's
you know, not great for team bonding?
I don't mind it because you've got to get into a certain zone for yourself to actually go out in there prepared to do battle. And if your thing is sitting there in the quiet, then you do that. If your thing is jumping around, you get some players just jumping around, kicking balls around. J-Mo was the worst for kicking balls
David
around.
James?
Oh, he was the worst. You'd have a ball flying past your head. J-Mo's trying to do keep-ups.
But before game this is, you do keep-ups in the corner?
Yeah, and they're booting balls around and stuff like that. But everyone has their different things. So a lot of players just want to get in their own zone, just be quiet and channel their energy and focus on what they're going to do. And others like to be hype. Yeah. So you've got to allow them to do their own thing, which is difficult as well because, like you said, as a team, you've got to try and get it together as well. Well, David James was
he's come up a few times.
Yeah, when you sit down with him individually, he is very. But then he wants to play the prankster as well.
Right.
You know, so when you sit down with him and have a one-on-one with him, he is. I get on really well with Stephen Ireland, so I'll probably say him. Because you don't want to be on the island with someone you don't get on with, do you? That you want to kill.
No, definitely not. That'd be a really bad thing.
So he's probably. I get on really well with him. We have a little bit of banter every now and again. So yeah.
And what help would he be on a desert island?
Yeah, I don't think he can swim or anything like that. Put me on his back. Yeah, just good company, banter, passing time until someone comes and saves us.